right, guys, I think we're just about ready to get this started. Oh my gosh, this is one of those videos I've been planning to do for a long time, and I really wanted to do this one as a long form content. However, it just hasn't materialized. There's so many videos and projects like this guy right here that I work on, and then something goes catastrophically wrong and with the recording process, and in doing so I lose hours worth of work, and it just takes the energy out of me. So today I decided, you know something, I'm not going to do a long form video on this vacuum pump. I'm going to actually rebuild this thing live, and whatever happens happens. I've never rebuilt one of these before. It is a little bit different, but we're going to do it live. So here it is, guys. It could go fantastic and it could go horrible, but you're going to have a front row seat to it, that's for sure. So today we are going to be rebuilding a Leybold two-stage rotary vacuum pump, and these are the kind of vacuum pumps that they have all over the place in plasma sterilizers. They have them in other industrial applications, but pretty typical if you're in the freeze drying business or if you're in plasma sterilization. They need an ultra low vacuum to draw it down and to atomize that carbon or that hydrogen peroxide. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So anyway, guys, this is compliments of iMed Biomedical. Jake over at iMed, fantastic dude. He supported me for years, and he is probably easily the world's largest third party for plasma sterilizers. So he donated this pump to me, which cost thousands of dollars, I'm sure. And he donated it without even a question so that I could build it for you guys live. And he didn't ask a single thing of me. So iMed right here, they are leaders in not only the plasma sterilizers, but also they are one of the leaders in the country for doing things like oxygen blenders. So if you need oxygen blenders rebuilt, check out iMed right up here. Service at iMed Biomedical, or their telephone number 888-243-8435. There you have it. iMed, thank you so much for this. And without much more to say, let's go ahead and let's kick it over to the table. I will get you guys possibly the best camera angle I can get for this. We're going to see how this goes. All right, let's do it. All right, guys, this is my Leybold giant vacuum pump. This thing is an absolute beast and behemoth, and it is not easy to move around. My back is reminding me of that. So if I can't just flip it all around and get you guys the best views, that's why. It's because this thing is like 60 or 70 pounds, maybe more, and it is an absolute beast. The port, I can stick my thumb all the way in the vacuum port. That's how big that bad boy is. I don't even know how I would connect something to that because it takes special couplers. But anyway, this is fortunately a 120 volt version, which is kind of cool. And guys, I will also be typically looking over, and I will be answering questions if you guys have questions. But some of this is going to be a little bit unknown to me too. You know, it is what it is. So this is a medical vacuum pump, which means it's got some extra features that you won't find on the base model. Now, the data plate over here says that this is a D16 Bravo, and they do have it in 120 volt or 240. Very cool that you can switch it right here. Obviously, with the 120 volt, it's going to draw more current, and that kind of is what it is. I think this one over here is a vacuum line to dry out the oil, because this is an oil reservoir, I believe. From all the publications I found online, that's what I think this attachment is. And some of them even have dual filters over here. So this is an oil bath two-stage vacuum pump, which means that there are two rotary heads over here. So this is the motor side. This over here is the pump. And that means that there's two sets of impellers, and they're in an oil bath. So this thing is full of oil. We're probably going to have to drain it. I have no idea how much oil is in it, but based on the weight, it's probably a lot. Okay. This thing also has some extra features. You see this cord hanging out over here. This guy right here is the heater. A heater, yeah. So another thing is heat will help get rid of condensation. So I mean, there's a bunch of extra features on this guy. I mean, I don't even find a build sheet for all the things. Anyway, here is a Leybold rebuild kit, and this is EK11-0002612. And Jake donated this to me as well for this video. How cool. And in this kit, we have a full set of O-rings. I've got an impeller. I've got a filter. Right here are the blades. So this right here, this impeller reminds me of like an oil pump. We're going to find out together. But these right here are the vacuum blades, and they are consumable. As long as you keep good oil in it, though, they do last a long time. I got over here a valve, a spring-loaded valve, and it looks like I got some seals, some replacement seals, and replacement stainless steel hardware. Very cool. And look at this. We have a full set of gaskets. And, all OEM gaskets. I'm fascinating. So it's all sealed kit. Again, not only did I get the pump donated, I got an entire rebuild kit, and I've got mobile vacuum pump oil. Man, he really hooked me up. I'm extremely thankful for that. So guys, from what I've gathered, rebuilding this bad boy, we separate it into two different pieces. So we have the motor side and the pump side. We can separate them right here, and that has a little coupler between the two, and we should separate this heavy guy, and it should just detach, right? It should make things a little bit easier on us. One of the cool things that I didn't see in any of the videos that this guy has is it's got this composite handle that pops up right here. So you can lift up this handle and carry it around. How cool is that? So one of the first things I'm going to do is I'm going to separate this guy, because this guy is just kind of getting in my way. And I'm going to pick it up and rotate it a few degrees. And we're going to go ahead and come in here and drain this guy. So they are serviceable. It does have a petcock valve over here, so we can go in and just drain the oil readily, easily. This is something that would be done during regular PM, and probably based on the amount of loads or cycles that it runs. So let's see, let's go ahead and zoom out. There you go. Very cool. Okay, so I'm gonna pick this guy up, and mind you, it is heavy, all right? This guy is heavy. And I'm gonna rotate it a few degrees. I have a hose. I got hose. Where's my hose?